Yo, what's good? Good morning, my people. Happy Monday or whatever day it is when you're watching this. But I just wanted to jump on here and do a bit of a different YouTube video today. A bit more raw, unedited, just talking to you guys. Really just wanting to portray the message that you are not far away. Like 12 months legitimately is more than enough time to change your whole life, bro. It's crazy, bro, to think that this time last year, April the 2nd, 2024 was day one of the whole online journey for me, where, I took the leap of faith. And now, as we're in the middle of March 2025, life looks very different. This time last year, I was working 50-hour weeks in construction for $1,000 a week, Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday, just for a few weeks off over Christmas. And as I'm recording this morning, why I wanted to jump on is I'm sort of having like one of those moments where it's like, holy fuck, like, what is life right now? Like, how am I here? Just, a 21 or 22-year-old kid from Melbourne in this position now to, on a Monday morning, if I show you here, if you have a look here, I've just woke up to $8,046 hitting my bank account on a Monday morning for the last 7 days of work online, which works out to be around $1,100 a day, a little bit more, $1,150 a day. And I'm not even in Melbourne. Look where I am right now. Look at the view. Look where I get to sit every morning and do some work for a few hours, and then I get the rest of the day to myself, and I'm making $1,000 a day. And I don't post this to brag, but it's not even been 12 months yet, bro. And if this just doesn't show you, I guess, how much of a waste of time working a construction job is, or a 9 to 5 by the hour is, especially in this generation. Like, I get it, your dad did it, your granddad did it, and that was sort of the way to go back then. But with the cost of living the way it is, and the only way for you guys right now to make more money is to work more hours. And for some of you that might be fine, you might enjoy that, but I also know for a lot of you, freedom is a big thing. And when money relies on freedom, and when in a 9 to 5, the only way for you guys to make more money is to work more hours, that completely just, freedom's just non-existent. And it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, the biggest thing I want to express to you guys is just fucking go for it. Like, you really have nothing to lose at this point. Like, with the internet, like, we've been so blessed in this generation to have a phone, have Wi-Fi, have the ability to start up an online business, and within 12 months pull in over 6 figures. Not even, like, as a complete beginner. And for me, it's been around 12 months. The first 4 or 5 months I didn't see many results, and then over the last probably 7 or 8 months I've pulled in almost $150,000 profit. And it's not to brag, but for you guys right now, that seems so far away. Like, even if you imagined yourself in 12 months time being in that position, you're like, fuck no. Like, I get it, but the fact that it's possible, the fact that I'm living that version of reality now, it's like, if you guys never go for it, it's like, you're never going to find out. And it's like, the biggest thing is, like, people are so worried about it not working out. What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? But what you're doing right now is already failing. You're robbing yourself a version of reality that is your dream life. As I said, bro, I'm 22. I worked construction my whole life from the age of 17 to 21. And now, not even 12 months in, I'm pulling in $1,000 a day consistently, around $30,000 a month. And it's just off the back of giving shit a try. And, at the end of the day, say it doesn't work out. Say it didn't work out. I'd just be working construction like I would have anyway. But it's so crazy, bro. I'm sort of having one of those moments where it's like, how am I here right now? And it frustrates me because so many people just fail to see the vision of what's possible online. There is so much bullshit, I get it, but there is real shit out there as well. So for you guys, if you're watching this, it might be Monday, you've just made, you just worked 10 hour day, made like $200, and it's like, you need to realize, if you want any sort of freedom in your life, you want to do anything with your life, trading your time for money is never going to get you there. And essentially the only steps to take is just to drop your balls, go all in, and give shit a crack. Get the help you need, because if you could look at yourself in 12 months time in a position where you're able to, for me right now, I'm living in a new state, I'm locking in, but even just to travel and have $1,000 days, even if it's $500 days, and I know for a lot of you guys, even for me, I was happy to make $1,000 a week, but online from anywhere in the world. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy to think, this time last year, I hadn't even started. And I sort of woke up this morning and it was like, I've just been having fucking money go ding, 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 ding. And it's like, it happens so fast that you don't really get time to sit and reflect on, what's happened over the last 12 months. And I sort of just woke up this morning and reflected on my mindset this time last year when I was first looking to get into the online space. And it's literally my dream. It was literally my dream, bro. Just getting to wake up on a Monday morning at whatever time I wanted, not having to get up on a fucking Monday at 5, drive to a job site, do the same shit, eat the same thing for lunch, go to the toilet at the same time, and do that for the whole year. And, I've just sort of woken up today at like 8 o'clock, looked at my fucking phone, the first thing I see is $8,000 for the last 7 days deposited into my bank account. And, it didn't really like click to me at first, but then I was like making a coffee and I'm like, it's crazy, bro. And it directly correlates to the value you can provide. So, if you can figure out ways to make money in which it's based off the skill set. So, as a carpenter, for example, there's so many carpenters with that skill set, right? Obviously, the better you get, the more leadership you can provide. If you can start your own business, you're going to make more money. But still, you're going to be working the same hours. But with this, you can make an untapped amount of money while not having to trade your time for it. And, it should almost piss you off. It should piss you off that, because it used to piss me off. And you need to have that sense of urgency to it. It's like, it should piss you off that I am doing better than you, or I am in the position you want to be in. And I don't say that from an egotistical standpoint, but to push you guys to actually take action on something, because you're not going to get anywhere being comfortable. Too many people are comfortable with this, with the position that they're in. And it's like, this version of reality right now where, I'm pulling in over 6 figures, on track to probably get close to making my first $1 million this year. That didn't come from a place of comfort. And it's like, as humans, people don't want to leave their comfort zone. And I get it. It's how we're wired. But, what's going to be harder to wrap your head around? If you think of this right now, if you had two pathways to go down. The first pathway is being comfortable for your whole life, knowing exactly what wage is going into your bank account, knowing exactly how many hours you're working every week, knowing exactly what time your lunchtime is, knowing exactly how many days off you get per year. You can go down that pathway for the next 40 or 50 years. Just live, the life that everyone else around you is living. Or you take a risk. It's really uncomfortable. It makes you feel unsettled. And from there, on the other side of that, 12 months later, is everything you ever wanted. You get to travel, you get to wake up on a Monday having, $1,000 days, and that's the other pathway you can go down. You can be out of your job within 12 months. Now, what I speak to people every day in my DMs, 99% of people, because they don't view it like this, just stick with the 9 to 5. Stick with the situation they're in because it's comfortable. But they don't look at it from the bigger picture, because people don't want to take action now because it's uncomfortable. But they don't see that the lack of action is actually what is causing them to have so much resentment in their situation. So, once you need to start looking at stuff from the bigger picture. That's what I was doing. It's like, every decision that I had made up until March last year had led me to the position where I couldn't stand my situation. I couldn't stand my construction job. I wanted to make a change. I was broke. I couldn't enjoy anything. I got to go on a holiday like 2 times over my apprenticeship just because the annual leave would fucking get rinsed over Christmas. I wouldn't have the money to even enjoy the holiday. And even when you're on that holiday, you're already thinking about, fuck, it's going to be that shit to go back to work, right? So you need to, like, for you, if you are serious about, if you want to make we got one shot at life. If you want to make the most of the one shot that we have at life, you need to start looking at stuff from the bigger picture. You're in the position you're in now because of the lack of action you've taken, because of the decisions you've made up until this point. And you can't keep expecting a different outcome to come out of that doing the same shit. So that's like the biggest thing, is like, these are like the biggest things. You're not going to get anywhere doing the same shit. You're also not going to get anywhere big working by the hour, because you can only work so many hours. And if freedom's a big thing to you, that's even worse, because the only way you can make more money is working more hours, which means less freedom. And the last thing I want to cover is people rely way too much. Society relies way too much on instant gratification. It's fucked, bro. It's fucked. Just the cheap dopamine hits, scrolling, watching a movie on Netflix, having a puff of a vape, going out to drink, for 4 or 5 hours for that enjoyment, almost to escape your reality, but for that enjoyment, because you're getting instant gratification. You're getting instant fulfillment from it. But how does that feel the next day? Do you even remember the show you watched a week later? Like, what impact is that actually having on your life? And it's having no impact, right? If anything, when you're drinking and vaping, it's having long-term effects. It's not even having an impact. It's worse off. The biggest reason why people fail, you guys, like even myself, leading up until probably the last 12 months, it's probably been the most crucial thing, is you can't be results driven. You need to just fall in love with the process, fall in love with the journey. And as a byproduct of that, delayed gratification is such a better feeling. Like it's like the gym. If you're a fat cunt or you're skinny as fuck, I was skinny as fuck. It's like, I went to the gym for 6 to 12 months and didn't see results, but you're just doing the work every day. And then that feeling when you look at the photo of yourself 12 months ago when you were 60 kilos and the photo of yourself 12 months later at 70 kilos after doing work every day, eating right, that's a way better feeling than, going out, getting pissed for 6 hours and then fucking wanting to end it all for the next 2 days. So it's the same thing with this. I didn't see results for 3 months, and it was really disheartening, and I was worried it wouldn't work out, and I was worried I fucked up. But to look back 12 months later, sort of that feeling I'm having now, where it's like, what is life right now? Like, fuck, like, how is this my reality? Like, I was just a kid who failed school, just grew up in middle class, just like the most average person ever. It's almost as if I don't feel like I deserve to be living my dream life. But that feeling of, delayed gratification is what got me here. When you just focus on the tasks at hand, just getting the shit done, and cancelling out the instant gratification as well, is a big thing. So, cancelling out, going out, drinking, partying, and just relying on becoming the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, financially, obviously, and then reaping the rewards of that 12 months later is the only way you'll be successful. If you're just, a fucking dopamine junkie and you have to get dopamine every day, you have to fucking scroll on TikTok, you have to, go out and get pissed on the weekend, you're not going to get far. So you need to start focusing on, just the process, the journey, just doing the work, and then the results come as a byproduct of that. But as I said, bro, it's crazy to think, and it should almost be exciting for you guys to think where you could be this time next year. But at the end of the day, it all starts with you. I can tell you the pathway to go down. I speak to you guys every day, but the lack of action and things of that nature is what's holding you back. At the end of the day, it really is you versus you. There's nothing stopping you from going all in with something like this. The same way there was nothing stopping me this time last year. We have access to the same opportunities. But a lot of people just don't take action because they procrastinate, they overthink, what if it doesn't work out? And as I said, you're already failing if you're not trying anything. Like if right now when, you're just trying nothing, you're just going through the motions, going to work every single day, are you any chance of succeeding? No. So it's like, you have one shot at life, bro. Why the fuck are you just, why would you just sit around and just accept that, this is just life, it's shit? Like, why not just fucking grab it by the balls and go for it? And it's easy for me to speak on this in hindsight, obviously, but it's something I struggled with as well. But yeah, this is life right now. 8:43 a.m. Bank account's looking healthy. $8,000 for the morning over the last 7 days. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and just sort of quick journey update, but also just, a bit of motivational yap, I guess, to push you guys to be better. Like, chase that version of yourself who's living that dream life, because it's 12 months, bro. 12 months is all it takes. Just for me, 12 months I've gone from $1,000 a week, trading all my time for money, to $1,000 a day, just doing a few hours in the morning and getting to be wherever the fuck I want, do whatever the fuck I want, wake up whenever the fuck I want, go to the gym whenever I want. And for me, that's just the dream. Not even the $1,000 a day. The dream is just to live life on my own terms, make the most of the one shot we got. You know, fuck, bro, I'm getting old. I'm almost 30, so you know the years are just going by, and it's like, why waste your time doing something you're not passionate about, but also doing something that is making someone else rich, and doing something that is getting you absolutely nowhere. But I love you all. If you want to reach out to me, if you're ready to take action, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll link it down below. But yeah, bit of a journey update. We're killing it. Hopefully moving over to Dubai within the next month or two. But yeah, for you guys, I hope you take value or some motivation out of this and sort of realize that what you're doing right now is pointless. It's like almost pretty much modern day slavery. So just become discontent with that. You know, chase a version of yourself that's doing better. But yeah, as I said, I love you all. DM me on Instagram if you want to have a chat. Let me know what you thought. And yeah, have a good one.